Hey, everybody. It is 901, 901, 901. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Pit Stop. Everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, this season keeps getting better and better and better and better. Let's talk about everything on this channel is alleged. Everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. So let's get into it. Marsau Scott. So, Martell, and Marsau, had some tension at the town hall meeting. And so, Marsau goes over to Martell's house, even though it's not really his house. But anyway, Marsau goes over to Martell's house to talk about the Fletcher dinner and recap that, and also to hash anything and everything out. So, apparently Marsau has an AutoZone project besides the hotel project that he's doing, and also to Marsau talks about the home that Martell is building. I thought I saw a video on YouTube saying that the home was built, but I think it was Martell's mom's home that is pending sale. Something to that degree was on YouTube, but either way, so they get into it, Marsau and Martell, and Martell says that with Melody, if she wanted to speak, she would have spoke, and that at the end of the day, Marsau knows that Melody and him were both popping in Huntsville, and so for that alone, because of the strength of who they are, and what they were able to do, they should have been able to speak on the stage. And so that was the beginning of it. So then, somebody calls Martell as Chris Fletcher. So Chris is putting his for sale sign up outside of Martell's home, and Martell asks, well, I thought the home was already sold already. And Chris is like, well, it has, but it's not really sold yet because you haven't moved out yet. That whole storyline, once again, as you guys know, Chris has given Martell more extensions than anybody, but Chris is done because the owners want to move into the home, although it has been said that Chris lost that deal because of Martell, and Martell was supposed to move out 2 weeks ago, but Martell was still treading with his feet, or dragging his feet, rather. That's what I was trying to say, dragging his feet. So Chris is like literally outside the door. So Chris comes in, and so they talk about the recap about how Marsau said that he wasn't paying anybody to talk about their t-shirt business, and so Marsau being sarcastic to Chris, saying that's a great recap. No, that's what you said. That's what you said about Melody Sheree. So when it comes to that, Martell says no matter when someone is doing a business, with or without a platform, if they're doing it, regardless of the circumstances, then it matters. So Marsau was like, the real reason why, allegedly, Martell, could not speak on stage or wasn't allowed to speak on stage, because Marsau said, in the audience, there are people that need to know that, you do go through failure, and name me a time that you guys have talked about your failure. And so it's like, listen, at the end of the day, like, y'all were more concerned about the vendors than what was actually going to be said during the, panel discussion. I didn't see no panel discussion talk in the episodes leading up to the expo, so stop the cap on that. Stop the cap. And not to mention, too, that would have been worked out during that discussion of, okay, what are you willing to talk about? What are you not willing to talk about? Because at the end of the day, you didn't ask Martell what he wanted to talk about. You didn't ask none of them what they want to talk about, right? So it's just like, dude, you okay. I'm trying here, y'all. I really am trying. I just like I see the common sense that needs to be used, but he's not applying it. So then, they get into, the Scope story again about how, Maurice, not Maurice, but Marsau and Tisha got brought in. They were going to do everything Holt does, and then, Marsau was going to buy Martell out. And so, Marsau thought that at the end of the day, when you start automizing things as friends, then you become ungrateful. Marsau never looked at it as a gift that Martell and Melody was doing that for them. But Martell thought it was a gift. And even Martell said, I did not have to do that. So then, Marsau being behind to Chris by saying, I think if that was the recap, then I think me and you will have a wonderful friendship. It's just like, dude, if you don't care about the Fletchers, just say you don't care about them to their face, and let's just move on, because it's the fakery for me. So then, Marsau, sorry y'all, it's a lot going on in this episode. I'm switching back and forth. But basically, Marsau invites Martell to the bed on Black and invites Chris Fletcher out, including his wife now. And so, then Marsau says, to Martell, just invite your harem. And it's just like, dude, you need to stop. It's like, well, I mean, is he lying? Because, but yeah, that is all on that. Listen, what I truly have to say on this whole situation is that at the end of the day, fair is fair, right? I mean, if somebody brings you into a business, teaches you everything that you need to know, and then you buy them out so y'all can make money, to me, that would be a gift. That would be an absolute gift. Nothing but a gift. Although in the same token, I do feel that if you start to charge this and that and it becomes more of a business transaction than a friendship, then it can get exhausting and tiring. So I definitely feel both sides. But a lot of people are saying, why is Martell, defending Melody now? He should have been doing it in the marriage. And I think everybody can agree on that. However, in the same token, Marsau needs to be handled. And so I'm glad that, Martell is saying, look, fair is fair. And what you're not going to do is disrespect what me and my wife have done for y'all and what we've done together. And when Marsau talked about, well, the only failure that y'all have had is y'all marriage. And it's like, okay, well, just because a couple, fails in marriage doesn't mean that they're not good in business together. Like, what the hell? Did you not watch Flip or Flop with Christina and Tarek and how they still work together? Like, okay. All right. I'm just trying not to lose it. I'll just, please forgive me. I cannot this. And my thing is this, it's just like, when is Marsau going to be called to the carpet? Because he seemed to be able to take and give it to everybody else. He's able to take, their pain, their strife, their misery, and joke about it, but when it comes back on him, it's not as funny. It's like, bro, you at some point in time, you gotta own up to what you do. Like, really, because it's getting exhausting. It's getting tiring. I have never seen more hate for 3 black men besides Martell Holt, Marsau Scott, and Maurice Scott. I've never seen it. Like, everyone hates y'all unequivocally. Like, there's no fans of y'all. There might be the 1 or 2 fans that care just to be the conversation, but like, overwhelmingly, like, no one cares for y'all. And it's just, and it's because of y'all own behavior. That's the thing y'all don't realize. Y'all think everybody's talking about y'all on social media because we have nothing else to talk about. Well, guess who shows up on Saturday nights at 8, 7 Central only on only here, hashtag on keeping it real? Y'all do. So you can't blame us for talking about y'all when y'all put yourselves on TV for a check. So, like I said, to each their own. Okay. This has been another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Pit Stop. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye, everybody.